Right on, we're over the hump. Welcome to day 12, or session 12. Today we're going to go over some more QiGong techniques, or Taoist yoga techniques. So let's begin in ready position. 2 fist distance apart, with your feet from toes to heels, measuring out hip and shoulder width. Lift up all 10 toes, sway the weight around in some small circles, and notice the pressure in the different parts of your feet. And spiral smaller and smaller circles until you have an even amount of pressure in both feet. Heels, inside edges, outside edges, balls of the feet. Once you have that, inhale through your nose, fill up your lungs, and reach your toes up and out. Exhale, bring pinky to big toe down to the mat. And just take a moment to be where your feet are. Big part of these yoga and qigong practices is cultivating the skill of being in the here and now, in this eternal moment. Remember that. The past is a memory that can be perceived in a lot of different ways, believe it or not, and the future is just potential, also able to be perceived in many different ways, no matter how likely or unlikely. And remember too that your mind is only usually focusing on a few of many possibilities. So if you're going to focus on anything at all, remember good things of the past, lessons learned, great experiences had. If you're thinking anything of the future, project what you want to experience rather than maybe what you expect to experience. So much so that that's all you think about and that's all you put your energy towards. But back to now, let's move up the legs to the knees. Lock out your knees and then add a micro bend. So we're stacking neck over shoulders, over hips, over knees, over ankles, over time, and we're understanding what it's like to have gravity, the Earth's embrace, hold our bodies upright, rather than if I'm squatting too down low, my muscles have to engage, or if I'm locked out, my tendons and connective tissue are engaged. So micro bend in the knees. Hands on the hips, scoop the pelvis under and forward. Keep going until it feels a little awkward, like you're sticking your pelvis out there, but you feel a tightness in your lower abdomen at your belt line. Empty your lungs. And then inhaling through your nose, draw your navel in and up your spine towards your heart. This should straighten out your pelvis, but still keep that lower abdomen engaged by hooking the pelvis under and forwards. With a full breath in, pause, and then exhale, still holding that navel in and up, and relax your hands, hips, legs, knees, ankles, and feet. Emptying the lungs again. Inhaling through the nose, rise up from the center of the chest. Pull those shoulders back, gently pinch the shoulder blades together behind you, behind your heart, and exhale, round the arms forwards, making space underneath the armpits by bowing your elbows a little bit out in front, and making a palm-facing palm connection in front of your lower abdomen, lower dantian, physical energy center. Inhale as you touch the tip of the tongue against the upper palate behind the teeth, and rise up from the crown. Fully elongating your spine, full lungs, and then pause, shift your head back, bring your chin a little bit more to your chest, and exhale, relax your head, neck and shoulders, arms, side body, hips, legs, and feet. Now you should feel engaged and relaxed at the same time. Note that if you feel just engaged, not so relaxed, it's just because the muscle memory hasn't fully built yet. It will come. Let's begin to charge up our qi by inhaling in the nose and expand the space in between our hands. Just a few inches. Exhaling out the nose, contract or surge the space, condense the energy. Bring your hands and arms a little bit closer back together. In the nose, expand, nice and slow flow of the breath, movement of the arms. Exhale, energize. Solidify that space, pulling that energy a little closer together. It's like you're moving the atoms from what was very, very far apart to still very far apart, aka a gas, but a little bit closer. Inhale, expand, stretch it out like a rubber band. Think about drawing energy from all around you, all over the universe, and then exhale, bring it together, contract and energize that space. Feel the light in between your hands and arms. You should feel a warmth or a tingle feeling. Inhaling, expand. Exhaling, contract. 2 more breaths. You might pretend like you're inflating a big beach ball with your breath. And then you're exhaling with your arms and hands, squeezing it and deflating it. Pause, and let's clear our toroidal field, our torus. Inhaling, bringing that energy you just cultivated up through the midline, burning through blockages between your physical, emotional, and mental bodies. Reaching the hands and the crown up. Full breath in, pause and relax your shoulders. Breathe out, relax your elbows, wrists, fingertips, and exhale all the way, gliding the hands down the outside edges of that torus. Empty your lungs before repeating, inhaling up the midline. And exhaling down the outsides. One more in this direction. You might use your lips to complete the inhale or the exhale, or both. And let's inhale now up to the heart center. And exhale, reverse. Breathing out, hands down the midline. With no breath, turn palms face out. Inhale as if the arms were evaporating up. Water-based chi towards the sky. Collecting it into clouds above, and exhale, pull that water chi down through, filling up your mental, upper, emotional, middle, and physical, lower dantians. Repeat. Still touching the tip of the tongue up against the upper palate. Exhale and scan your body from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet. One more in this direction. And palm over the lower dantian at your belt line. Check in with yourself. Notice how you're feeling, where you're feeling it, and give a conscious breath to any place that's giving you a little bit more of a shout out. If you feel the energy building in your feet or your ankles, you might lean back a little bit on your heels, releasing the bubbling well, as they call it, in the center of your foot, right in between the balls of your feet. Release that energy. And then let's just walk in place. Move, stretch intuitively. You know your body best. And let's come back to it. Hands, palms face down now. We're going to pretend as if we're in a big, huge, glossy pool of water, or chi. Find the surface edge of it, somewhere between your lower abdomen and your heart. Bring your hands in close to the body, and let's inhale and scoot the hands forward along that same latitude, same height. And then exhale, twist over to the right, breathing out slowly. Keep twisting, gently looking over the shoulder, and let your hands come in towards your side. Inhale, unravel and come back to center. Being careful not to disturb that surface level of the water, at least as little as possible. And then exhale, moving over to the left. Still breathing in and out the nose here. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist. Back to the right. And inhale back to front and center. This time as you inhale, visualize pulling an energy from the heavens through your crown into your heart, and from the earth through the soles of the feet and your perineum into your heart. And then as you exhale, twisting the opposite side, release the energy out your crown, out your perineum, out the soles of your feet. And this can be as simple as just bringing your awareness or your feeling the crown, feeling the perineum at once. Think about drawing energy in or breathing it in through the pores in your skin and then exhaling it out. One more time to each side. Let's inhale back to center. Exhale, guide the hands back into your body, palm over the lower dantian. Check back in and consciously breathe. Good. Now let's move some energy into the body and store it into our lower, middle, and upper dantians. Starting with the fingers face forward, thumbs down. Inhale and arch down, forwards, and out in front of your body as if you are scooping up. Pause and press on the chi, and exhale, guide it into your abdomen. Inhale, reaching forward with gently open hands, scooping chi right out of the air. It's all around us. Use your mind, pause, press that energy into a ball, and exhale, guide that ball into your abdomen. Powerful breath in the nose. Maybe you release your abdomen. Pause, press, condense, exhale, guide it in, and maybe flex the abdomen. Two more here. guide your hands up to your heart center. Repeat this, scooping down, forwards, and back up. Index and thumbs are flat, like you could hold a dinner plate on them. Pause, press on that energy, and then exhale, guide it into your heart center. Inhaling through the nose, scooping down, forwards, and back up. Pausing, press. Exhaling, guiding in. 2 more. Charging the emotional body here. Note that you might start to feel something with this. Maybe some unresolved sadness, anger. Just be with it. Trust in your own and the universal's natural capacity to give you a safe and manageably challenging maybe, but relatively easy means of relaxing and releasing emotional energy. Pause with hands over heart. Always giving moments of compassion to yourself. And then moving up. Hands now forward in front of the face, palms facing your temple level. Inhale, scoop down in front of the face, and then slightly up overhead. Pause, press on the energy between your hands, pretend as if you have a ball, and exhale, guide it into the center of your forehead, around the sides of the temples, and repeat. As you get used to this motion, focus on, if this were heaven on earth, what would I be pulling down to me? What visualizations, what dreams? What do I want to have happen? Even if that means just clearing your mind of all of the stuck, unserving thoughts and feelings. You can think about, well, then I'm pulling energy from the heavens to clear all of that unnecessary mental work out, to make space for what does serve you. And it's okay to be selfish here. We're all fundamentally selfish. We're all serving ourselves. In time, we will discover, in our own way, how serving others is serving ourselves, and how serving ourselves is serving others. But you're in charge of you, no one else. Let's give it one more breath. Slowly bring the hands down the midline, palm over the lower Dantien. Check in and consciously breathe. Now to close our practice, we're going to bring palms face up at the lower abdomen. We're going to inhale and reach the left hand out to the side and up. Exhale, bring the hand down the midline. Then switch. Right hand inhales out and up. Comes into the middle and exhales down. Centering all this chi and connecting all of these practices together. Keep going. One more time to each side, still filling up the lungs and emptying them. In the nose, out the nose. And then palm over the lower Dantien. Let's do 9 spirals, getting bigger and bigger, going up and to the left. And then to close, 9 spirals back in, up and to the right. Smaller and smaller. We're pausing, checking in, consciously breathing, and then moving intuitively. Great work. Now that you're all energized up, while at the same time calm, I want you to go out there and take a baby step or 2 towards the desired dream or achievement of your choosing. It can be a desirable step. It doesn't have to be something that you loathe, really don't like to experience. The journey as well as the destination can both be enjoyed. So go out there. It doesn't matter how big your goal, how big or far away your destination is. Take a step or 2 towards it. Even if it's just writing it down, visualizing it, and then allowing the potential to appear before you. You might not have an idea of how to do something, but there's lots of different ways of going about growing something. But the one way in which you're not going to is never taking any action. So take some action. Continue to build your momentum. That's a big part of what this practice is for. The yoga, the QiGong, the future projection or goal setting together. This is to make you healthier and happier with yourself internally as well as externally. We gain more satisfaction, though, and understand the worth of something when we have to achieve it, when we have to earn it. It doesn't have to be grueling, though, but it has to be something. So get out there. We'll see you next time for session 13. Thank you very much for your presence and participation as always. Namaste.